Now, if there's one framework in product management that you need to know, it is the circles framework. Has anyone heard of this framework before? Now, all the courses you will go through in today's date, they'll probably charge a lot to teach this framework, because this is just like a niche framework, and this is a one-stop solution to most of the product management interview questions. So you can solve product improvement questions, design questions through this framework. Even some metrics question can be solved through this framework. So basically, this is very important in product management. So what is this framework? We first comprehend the situation. So C stands for comprehending the situation. Right? Let me give you an example. I have some good examples. Yeah. How would you improve LinkedIn is a good example. Right? And this comes under product design and product improvement. Now I use the circles method here. How would you improve LinkedIn? Right? Let's go back to the framework. We comprehend the situation. We look at what exactly are we being asked. So how would you improve LinkedIn? We would first want to understand whether I want to improve the LinkedIn app or do I want to improve the website version, right? And do I want to improve LinkedIn for a particular geography or a particular set of users? That is what I want to understand. These are some things which can help me to comprehend the situation or to understand the question better. Right. So I want everyone to follow here. So I'm just writing, how would you improve LinkedIn? This question, keep in mind. This is the question that we'll understand this framework through an example. The first is comprehending. We've done that. Second is identifying the customer. Who is the customer here in this example?
Young generation people.
LinkedIn users.
So LinkedIn users can be classified into various categories. We need to build some user personas. One is young generation people.
One is already employed.
Second is so you should you should do it like this. First, talk about college graduates, but that covers the 18 to 22 age bracket, and then cover the let's say the experienced professionals or working class professionals. That is 22 and above till let's say 50 or something, and then post which cover the veterans or the retired professionals, something like that, because they are also active on LinkedIn. So these are three categories that you can consider. So divide the customer into various personas, and at one time you might not be able to satisfy each and every persona. Getting what I mean? Because we are not able to satisfy everyone at once. We'll have to build some feature, or we'll have to improve LinkedIn for a particular set of users first, and then we'll probably target this next set of users and the next set of users after that. So that is user persona. Second step is identifying the customer. Then the third step is report customer needs. What are the needs of those customers? Let's say, yeah, we can create layouts for every category. That is possible. So when we talk about reporting customer needs, we've already identified who our customer is, right? Because these are three sets of people, and first we might want to just understand the needs of college graduates, and then we might want to understand the needs of working class professionals, because the needs may be, there's a possibility that the needs may be same, but it is more likely that the needs would be different. Overall, the needs are different. So we report the customer needs. That is the third step. Fourth step is, after we have listed down, let's say 1, 2, 3 needs, we need to prioritize. And yesterday we talked about some prioritization frameworks. What were those? Can anyone recall? We talked about 2 frameworks.
One was RICE,
yes,
and the other was
action priority matrix.
Action priority.
Impact versus effort. So that impact versus effort graph. Yeah. So these are two frameworks for helping you to prioritize. Now you might have 5 customer needs, you might have 4 customer needs, even 100 customer needs, but you'll have to prioritize. So that is where you need to either use some framework, or you need to use some way to, there has to be some methodology in prioritizing. And then you can even identify the return on investment estimate, right? How much return on investment is that providing? Now if you notice, the RISE framework is basically an embodiment of the ROI estimate, because the return on investment is basically what? When we talk about investment, we are investing some effort, right? We are investing some time and energy, money. All that comes in effort. And when we talk about return, we are either talking about reach or impact. So all these things come under return on investment. So RISE framework covers the ROI estimate part. So that way, the ROI estimate is basically one way to prioritize. Now I have prioritized. Let's say I'll be taking up 3 first, and then I'll be taking up the the 5th customer need. I'll be targeting the 3rd need first and the 5th need after that. So once I've targeted this, once I've prioritized this, I'll start listing down solutions. In order to solve that need, what should be the feature that I need to build, right? So in order to solve that problem of the customer, what should be the feature, or what should be the product that I need to build? All that comes under solutions. Now once I've listed down solutions, 5th step is evaluating trade-offs, which means that some solutions might require more effort than the others. Again, I need to prioritize my solutions. I might want to even use the RISE framework again here, right? That this feature requires a lot of time to build, and a lot of energy, a lot of people would be required to build this feature, but it has very less return. And again, the impact versus effort chart can also come handy here. So that is possible. You can use all those frameworks again for prioritization. Evaluating trade-offs is basically, prioritizing which solution or which feature to build first, which part of the product to build first. So that is there. And finally, since you are in an interview, it is totally possible that the interviewer might, in all this, when you talk about all these 5 steps, the interviewer might lose track of the journey or the process that you are following. So finally, you need to summarize. And in every line, just mention one line about comprehending the situation, one line about identifying the customer, and just talk about what need you identified, what was the main need you identified, and then what was the best feature that you prioritized, all of that. So just summarize once, and then you will be done. So that this is how you solve many product management questions. Is this framework clear to everyone? If there are any questions, please feel free to ask.
Yep.
So this was the person who who built this framework, and it is widely being used today. ROI is return on investment. So when we talk about identifying which customer need to address first, we can look at the ROI estimate. So that is one way to prioritize which customer need to address first. So this was the circles method, and this is again a framework in product management, AARRR. This is, we already discussed this. Acquisition, how do users find you, right? Acquiring new users, that is acquisition. Activation is the first steps, basically the conversion part. Right? Do users have a great first experience? This can be booking a cab on Ola. That is activation. Now, once the user has booked a cab, we talk about retention. So, do users come back? That is retention. And then, since it's all about money, all these products want to make money. all these tech products, they are existing today just to make money. So revenue is definitely one thing that we need to consider. How do you make money? And finally, referral. Do users tell other users? That is referral. So this is, I have already told you, in product metrics questions, this is very, very important. There's a possibility that in every product management interview, you will get some question around these 5 metrics, these 5 stages in the customer journey.